You're listening to the Coffee Hour. I'm Andy Bates.
I'm Sarah Gulseth.
It is Monday, June 17th. It's June, so that means that it's supposed to be nice weather.
In theory.
Hot enough to
don't look at the
go
forecast.
outside and fire at the grill. Although you may want to have an umbrella when you're doing that this week.
Every single day this week. There's chance of thunderstorms.
Next
great.
10
Thanks.
days.
Thanks, guys.
But I did actually use the smoker this weekend.
Nice.
I got it started. My wife put the food in there for Father's Day.
That was nice of her.
Did put some stuff in the smoker yesterday. So we're trying to do some healthy things, and since the whole diet change of the last year, being a little bit healthier. But who better than Sarah Carenti, the health and wellness educator from Concordia Plant Services, to give us some good tips for healthy grilling this summer. Looking forward to it. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning. Thanks for having me back.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us this morning. Have you fired up the grill yet at the Carenti house?
Oh, yes. So my son is 18 months now, and this is really the first summer where he's like outside and enjoying it. So we're always outside when it's not raining. So I'm like, well, we still have to cook dinner. So there's been lots of grilling because we're outside anyway. Yeah.
I've always wanted like a whole entire outdoor kitchen, but that's dreams.
I mean, we could totally do that. You could totally do that.
Well, I live
like build the kitchen.
Yeah.
Build a whole kitchen outside.
Yeah,
not
that's
where
a
I
thing.
live, but.
Sounds cool.
Being outside a lot these days, firing up the grill. All right, what do we have?
Well, so we try to do things quick and easy because my son gets a little bit angry when he's very hungry. So anything that we can do ahead of time really helps. So when we know we're going to be outside on a nice day, we might have something already marinating, whether it's something really easy like kebabs, even if it's just all vegetables or if it's chicken and vegetables, stuff that's kind of already ready to go that we can just throw in the grill because we get home from work and he's like, I'm very hungry. But some of our other favorites, like on the weekends when we have time, you know me, I'm always trying to incorporate more vegetables. One of my favorite things is to buy like the really monstrous portobello mushroom caps and grill those. And they really have like this tender but savory kind of flavor to them. And then I just turn that into basically a burger. And you can put any kind of cheese you want on it, or if you wanted to eat it open faced and kind of stuff it with more sauteed vegetables and different cheeses and stuff like that, you totally could. It's delicious.
This is a problem when we talk about food right after we all eat breakfast.
Don't worry, I came prepared.
Again.
I brought a snack this morning because I knew I'd be hungry.
That's hilarious.
Happens.
Well, so we talk about grilling, and everyone's like, "Oh, that's grilling and vegetables. That doesn't always sound fun, but this can be really, really delicious, even if you're not like a huge like baked or boiled vegetable fan."
Oh, absolutely, because you get the flavors of the grill, or like you were saying with like a smoker, you can get different chips and get different flavors in there, and it really brings out different flavors in these foods, especially when you're grilling sometimes unconventionally thought of fruits. If you're grilling peaches or pineapples, it just caramelizes those natural sugars and it takes it to an even more delicious level. It's wonderful. Yeah, you guys are super hungry now.
He's like drooling over here.
Oh,
this is really
peaches,
funny. Yeah, grilled peaches, and that's something that you wouldn't really think of unless somebody like suggested it to you.
Right, and it's super easy. You can just cut it open and grill it face down. Maybe after you've pulled dinner off, and then you have your dessert kind of ready for you. It's really easy to pair it with either like a cottage cheese, or if you wanted like a frozen yogurt or something like that to go with it to add the creaminess. Yeah, you can really get creative with it.
Yeah. So kebabs. What are some options for kebabs? I don't think I've ever actually made them.
Kebabs, this is where you can get really creative, and this is really great for people that have small kids because when they're a part of the process, it really encourages them to likely eat it. But you could put anything on it, really. And make sure, I say this to people because sometimes it's forgotten, you want to make sure if you're using the wooden skewers that you soak them for a handful of hours before, or you're just going to have burnt wood.
Hashtag done that.
Yeah.
I did not think about that.
Yeah, you want to soak them. So maybe the night before, you're going to assemble them, just put them in like a dish of water. And if they start floating, just make sure you put something on them so that they're nice and soaked so that they don't burn. But no, you can put
Otherwise,
tomatoes.
you end up with like...
Pro tip.
Yeah.
Burnt sticks.
Pro tip or hashtag learn the hard way. Yeah.
You're like pulling splinters out of your food. It just doesn't work.
Oh, man.
Right. Yeah.
That would
yeah.
happen.
So make sure you do that, and you can put anything on it. There's even times that we've just done all vegetables. So onions, peppers, tomatoes, anything that you have in your garden. You could put chunks of eggplant. So some of these things that you don't always think about, just whatever's in season. And some people think, oh, I don't really know what's in season. There's a really good app. I think it's called Food Keepr, but it's spelled without the last E. I'll send it to you, Sarah, so you can share it. But what you can do is you can look up by your region what's in season. So you know then what's going to be the freshest tasting, what's going to be probably the best cost, and maybe just give you a new idea of something that's in season right now. Yeah. So you can use anything that you find in season for kebabs. However you want to assemble it. Marinate it in some sort of Italian dressing is a really easy one. Or you can make your own, just some olive oil or some vinegars and some mixes of spices, whatever kind of meets your fancy. Yeah, go for it. I would say the same thing about cedar plank. We use cedar plank a lot for fish. Again, make sure you soak it. You're just going to char the whole thing. But it makes a really great smoky flavor in lieu of maybe having a smoker. And it cooks it real fast and real easy. It's delicious.
Yeah. Don't use cedar if you're allergic to it, though.
Oh, yeah. That's
Don't
a really good
recommend
idea.
Don't recommend
I'm not speaking necessarily to the people in the room, but to the masses.
No, I have like cedar planks at
You guys
home.
have your little allergies I have to be sensitive to.
I have a set of planks. Like there's cedar. I think there's cherry and something else. So I have yet to try some of the other ones. But yeah,
Don't try the cedar,
Don't
Andy.
use the cedar one. But
I can take the cedar one off your hands.
I would
if
be
you-
glad to share that with you.
Yeah, we love that one.
so you mentioned fish on a plank on the grill.
Yes.
What kinds of fish do you like to grill?
Salmon is one of my personal favorites. It has a lot of that. It's probably the natural fattiness that's in it. That's just, it makes it so tender and so juicy for me. But we've also done, like mahi and stuff like that. Can't always get like the best, freshest around here. So it's not quite the same, but when I want to mix it up and go for a whiter fish, we'll go for mahi. Yeah.
What I have yet to learn how to do is cold smoke. If I could cold smoke, I love cold smoked salmon.
How do you even do that?
I have no idea. That's what I'm saying.
That's the challenge.
Now, if someone would like to teach me how to cold smoke and provide me with the resources to, I would gladly welcome that.
Have you Googled it?
I haven't yet.
Yeah. I was going to say, I'm out on that one, but I could probably Google it. YouTube, something.
Let me Google that for you.
Because buying cold smoked salmon is not really cheap.
No.
It's delicious. It's one of my favorites because you can eat it for any meal. You can eat it for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or
all day.
8 o'clock snack.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Why not?
Right.
I've done that. I like grilled fish as well. I like the colder stuff better, but love grilled fish. And we've been experimenting with we've done more poultry this year as well. I think next up on our list is turkey legs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, saw some turkey legs, so I'm going to try those in the smoker this summer.
That
see if I can
sounds
get them like the theme
delicious.
parks, as good as the theme parks do. So grilled fish, any other, and grilled vegetables, any other tips for this summer?
We're big on vegetables. Well, not like I have stock in it or anything, but I think every time I come, I mention tofu because people they so often forget it, and it's a really great alternative to protein. I mean, animal protein is expensive, and so many people are like, "Well, I want to eat healthy, but it's so expensive." It doesn't have to be. Tofu is pretty affordable, and it can be so like used in so many different ways.
Versatile, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Only got half that tea in so far.
I
this
had my
morning.
protein this morning.
Yeah, good job. But you can do it on the grill. You can, cook it in a pan. And the beauty of it is it takes on whatever flavors you're cooking with. So if you wanted it to have some sort of smoky flavor, you could add in some liquid smoke and some soy sauces and things like that. Or if you wanted it to have like a teriyaki kind of flavor, you could just go more towards the sesame oils and things like that. You can really just do whatever you want with it. And that's what makes it's just such a great versatile food, and it's a lot cheaper, and it's plant-based, so it's gonna be a lot healthier.
Yeah.
So always remember that it is another thing you kind of have to prep a little bit. You got to squeeze all that water out, but it's
You're
kind of
supposed to do that. Oops.
Okay, let's rewind a little
Another
bit.
pro tip.
Pro tip. Yeah, if you wanted
That's
to.
why my experiences with grilling it have never gone well.
Maybe we should have a segment just on tofu. No, I'm just kidding. No, when you squeeze it and let the water come out, then whenever you're marinating it in,
It
allows
soaks up.
it to go in like a sponge.
That would make so much more sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is great. What do we have? Like a minute and a half left,
Yes.
maybe. You mentioned kids. Are there any other tips for grilling successfully with kids, safely with kids? Are there other things that they can help with, or things that are kid favorites?
Yeah, I was going to say more of the prep is going to be the safer part than obviously the grilling, unless they get to that older age where they can kind of help with flipping and things like that. But in any way that you can show them what you're doing and incorporate them in the process so that they're learning and seeing, then the likelihood of them eating that meal is going to go up. So just very similar to when you're maybe cooking inside where it's like pan frying something that could kind of pop and whatever. You just want to kind of keep them away. But definitely invite them to be part of the process as much as you can.
30 seconds, favorite grill tool.
Oh, my veggie basket.
Oh,
Same
Whenever
here.
we have veggies that we got to use up, we just throw them in. It's just like kitchen sink veggies, and we just throw it on the grill the whole time we're grilling food, and it's delicious.
Gotta have a
Now I
veggie
need to get
basket.
one.
Yeah, I think ours is like,
I have to get a grill first, though.
it's ceramic lined, I think. So
Yeah,
it keeps it from
ours,
sticking.
there's some that are truly wired, but ours is like the ceramic. It almost looks like a wok that's flat, and you just throw whatever you want on there and throw it on the grill. It's
Ours
amazing.
fits perfectly in the
genius.
smoker, too. It's just the same size as the smoker width, so put some veggies in there as
Perfect.
well. Excellent. Well, thank you so much. Now I'm hungry. Going to go find a snack.
Me too.
Sarah Carenti, Health and Wellness Educator, Concordia Plant Services. Thanks for being our guest this morning.
Thanks for having me.
I'm Andy Bates.
I'm Sarah Gulseth.
The Coffee Hour with Andy and Sarah is a production of KFUO. To support the Coffee Hour and KFUO Radio, visit KFUO.org. You can also text KFUO to 41444 or send an email to gifts@KFUO.org. And you can call us at 800-844-0524. KFUO. Christ for you, anytime, anywhere.